Browning, who is our lunch sponsor. So thank you for lunch, Wendy. Thank you. Yay! All right, let me turn it over to you, and here you go. How about now? There we go.
Hey everyone, thank you for having me. Enjoy lunch. So, I've got a little story for you. So how many of you have been driving down the street very late at night, only to find your wheelchair-bound mother, who's on oxygen, sitting at the bus stop, smoking a cigarette? Oh, that's just me? Oh, okay. Well, at least I know who I'm dealing with. Life with my mom, Barbara, was challenging. She had me when she was quite young and raised me all by herself. She did the absolute best she could. She cracks me up, by the way. Like my mother, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. Oops. Am I still there? Okay. I had a thriving business in the late 90s, and then my mom became ill, and I closed my business to take care of her. I virtually made myself invisible so that I could make a steady income and take care of my mom. Then, a few years ago, we needed to put my mom in a nursing home. So, for those of you that have ever experienced a parent, grandparent, loved one in a nursing home, you know the environment is very important. Every facility has its own culture, and all the patients have their own needs. So it has to be a good fit. Well, that being said, my mother didn't like it there. So she complained, and she told me every single day to get her out of there and find her a new home. And she was urging me, demanding that I get her out of there like right now. And trust me, I was trying. I had her name on multiple wait lists. But she felt like I wasn't listening to her. She felt like she was invisible. Not only in the nursing home, but to her family and to me. And she was feeling a sense of urgency. So, in typical Barbara fashion, she decided to take matters into her own hands. She waited until about 10 o'clock at night, when she knew that most of the nurses had gone home, and most of the old and sick were tucked in for the night, and that's when she did it. She made her way to the front lobby, and she pulled the fire alarm. That's my mom. Then, as they were evacuating all of the residents and trying to calm the chaos of the moment, she hightailed it out of there as fast as she could in her electric wheelchair at about 4 miles per hour. So I don't have to tell you where they found her, right? That's right, on a busy street a few blocks away at the bus stop. Yep, heading towards freedom. She didn't care. She didn't know where she was going. That was my mom. If my mother taught me one thing from this little escapade, she taught me that it's critical to be seen and heard. Well, she also taught me how motivated, how important it is to be seen and heard, and just how far a motivated old woman will go to get what she thinks she needs. Yeah. The truth is, Barbara taught me a lot of things. She taught me to always be myself, and she taught me that I could be absolutely anything I wanted to be in the world. So now I've dedicated my career to helping business owners be seen and stand out in the marketplace. I have a master's degree in branding and design and over 20 years of experience, 30. Wait, who said that? Oh. And, oops, sorry. In business, There's a quantifiable cost to being invisible. So my question to you is, what's it costing you to allow your business to be invisible in a sea of notable brands? How much more money could you make if in fact you had a professional, reputable brand? And not just a logo, everyone has one of those. I mean a brand that is authentically you. So raise your hand if in fact you feel you have a pretty good understanding of what branding is. Awesome. Many of you. And that's what I would expect. Branding is a perception. It lives and breathes in the mind of your public. It's not just a logo, while that is a very important visual piece. Branding is a visual expression of your business message, and it works for you 24/7. It's the vehicle to take you from being invisible to being seen. And like Barbara, yeah, it takes a gutsy, well-executed plan to make it to reputable success. Now, have you heard of brand archetypes? Well, I don't see that many hands, so let me tell you a little bit about brand archetypes. So brand archetypes, it's a concept that was invented by the famous psychologist Carl Jung to help us understand the personality of a brand, the who the brand is, what it stands for, and what makes it unique. Can you tell me right now what your brand archetype is? Well, it's the secret sauce to attracting your ideal client. So, just to give you a few examples. Is your brand a hero? Okay. So, are you courageous, bold, and confident? Is your goal to help save the world? Think Harry Potter or Nike. Those are a couple of hero brands. Or maybe you're a sage. Are you wise and knowledgeable? Is your goal to share insight and wisdom with the world? Think Deepak Chopra or Google. Those are some sage brand archetypes. Maybe you're a ruler. Are you an organized, responsible leader? Is your goal to create order from chaos? Think Barack Obama, maybe, or Mercedes is a ruler, or Microsoft. Those would be rulers. Or maybe you're an outlaw. Woo! You know who you are. I'm pretty sure that my mom's brand archetype was outlaw. So see if you agree with me. So an outlaw's goal is to overturn what isn't working. They believe that rules are made to be broken. Their business strategy is to disrupt, destroy, or shock. But they have a weakness. Their weakness is crossing over to the dark side. Crime. Did I tell you that they kicked my mom out of that nursing home? Yeah, they said that she was a danger to the other residents and that, yeah, pulling the fire alarm, turns out, is against the law. So, yeah, well, what happened after that is a story for another day. The outlaw's special talent is outrageousness and seeking radical freedom. Well done, Barbara. Well done. Oh, I got choked up over that one. So I realize that you may have some questions around your own branding. And some of you may be wondering, is my branding working for me or against me? Or maybe, well, I'm doing okay. My business is doing okay. But could my branding be the reason that I haven't made it to the next level? So, if you're a new business, professional branding can help catapult you right over the newbie stage and into reputable success. If you're an established business, branding can help you up your game, period. So I'd like to offer everyone a complimentary gift today. One that will change the perception that your brand has in the marketplace. From invisible to visible, popular, and profitable. I realize that I've only mentioned a few brand archetypes, but truly, there are numerous. And your brand can be a combination of several. That's what makes you unique. But not understanding your brand archetype can cost you both clients and money. So I want everyone in this room to have powerful branding. So, as our free